Hey up, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another wild camping video. Right, so finally back out on a wild camp. Come on, it's been long enough, hasn't it? Bloody hell. We're currently between Chesterfield and Matlock. I've just got wife and daughter to drop me off on the way to daughter's horse. I've just come to drop me off and I'm just basically gonna find somewhere in the middle of there, if you can see, because it's sun, because it ain't half bright. But before we do that, there's my Bergen. We've dropped that because I can hear voices everywhere. There's people walking dogs, I can hear kids screaming somewhere. We sort of, let's spin you this way, between a few farms. It is literally Farmville round here. But before we go away and find somewhere to wild camp, there's a trig up here. Let's go and bag it. Spike Winter, 318 metre. So that was Spike Winter Trig, and yeah, I know we've been there before. I've took you there before, but I'm sorry, I can't get within a couple hundred yards of a trig and not go and bag it. I've just got to. Right, there's my Bergen. Let's get on my bike. Let's go and find somewhere to wild camp. So I'm guessing that truck there is a farmer's. Seeing as we're on farm tracks at the moment. Hopefully we can get past without being seen. What was in my way though? Wet feet incoming. Ooh, it's quite deep. Right, so I've made it through with dry feet. Kind of knew I would. Got some military surplus boots on, some Aku Pilgrims. They're not going to let water in. British military surplus, say unissued, twice as good as them Merrells and eighth at price. Right, so I've probably got an hour and a half of daylight left. Let's behind them trees is a little fishing pond. I used to fish on there quite a bit. Oh, and I know one at Farmer's on there, and he has got a thermal camera, well, thermal scope, because I've been looking at his cows with it once before when he'd lost some cows at night, and he come up, disturbed us, and he's shown us. Nah, so I need to keep that way really. I'm heading for this tree line here. I've never actually been in these before. I've no idea if I can get in them. Oof, spin that round out at sun. Who they belong to. I don't know if there's a farm on the other side. I could just remember seeing some trees there from years ago and figured that might make a good camping spot. Now it looks like there's a bit of a fence there. So I guess we're going for a bit of a climb, and hopefully there's no farm on the other side, because we are in UK and, well, England, and there's pretty much only Dartmoor where you can, well, half legally wild camp. Rest of UK other than Scotland, it's a big no-no. So let's go and try and get down and get it out of the way. I found what I think looks a fairly decent spot. I've dropped my bag there. I've just nipped back out onto this bit of moorland, having a bit of a scout round to see how close farms are. There's one on top of this, behind these trees, hill rises up. There's one up there, and there's a couple down there, them windmills down there. Now I ain't really got much choice because I don't know if you can make it out. I've probably only got about 40-minute of daylight left, so I'm going to get back into these woods and get bivvy. Well, I were going to go for a bivvy, but I'm getting chewed up with horseflies, so I did bring my hammock. Now I guess I'm going to have to do an hammock camp, I think. Right guys, so I'm finally set up. Took a little bit longer than I wanted it to. I heard voices and a dog barking below me. So whether or not there's a farm down there that I've missed, or it was just somebody walking past with a dog, but when that dog started I heard snapping branches all down here, so I'm presuming a deer or something were in here and it got spooked, so it took a bit longer than I wanted it to. Anyway, here's what we're under. British Army surplus DPM basher. No ridgeline, just gone straight out for jungle knots. No mucking about, just straight out jungle knotted it. Just in case I have to leave in the nurret. Same other side and just down here. Bungees, just in case I need to just up and go. Anyway, let's get in. So, normal hammock I normally use. Again, military, British military surplus sleeping bag. The inner section, the one I nearly frozen when I did my first hammock camp. I say it's summer now and it's warm, so I don't need out a bit. Under there is just my bog standard pillar and that Decathlon 4-class mat that don't slide about that much in these hammocks. And there's my dinner. Note special, chilli and rice and chocolate, some sort of caramel chocolate brownie and some coffee. I was actually planning on doing a bivvy bag camp, and this spot's absolutely perfect for it. I wish I'd have brought a tent, to be honest, because I'd have got a little tent in here perfectly. But yeah, I couldn't bring myself to just lay on floor with mozzies. It's absolutely swarming with them down there. So yeah, I got bit with a couple of mozzies walking over at fields when I got dropped off. You can see them there just buzzing about everywhere. Hence, white long sleeves are on. They're just all over me. You can see them all there. The old little bitey insect things that want to taste on me, and I don't want them to. So yeah, it's an hammock job again, because I can net myself in, and that lightweight British Army sleeping bag, you can net face across that. I forgot about that bit. But yeah, so right, I'm going to get my dinner on because I'm starving. Another one at Wayfarer Meals. Chilli and rice. I've never had this one before, so thought I'd give it a whirl. Nah, it don't particularly look very healthy, but bloody flies everywhere. No, I'm not a fan, but I'll tell you what it tastes like. Pretty much like, I can't remember where that chicken one had, chicken whatever and rice. Tastes exactly the same as that, so they've used the same spicing in this as they did on that one. Whatever we're on that When It's Past video, I think. But no, it'll fill a gap. So, nah, and apologies if you've come for some sort of elaborate camp cooking. It's not going to happen. Not while ever I ain't got a clue of my surroundings. So must have bit me up back at here and all. So yeah, it's boil it bag whenever we're doing this sort of thing. But yeah, it's alright, it fills the gap, I suppose. Right, so I can't recommend this one high enough. This one is absolutely gorgeous. It's my all-time favourite. I think I could live on this forever. It's mega gooey. So here's where I get messy. I've had it plenty of times before. This one is right nice. But that's also right hot. It's like putting lava in your mouth. It just really is nice. price it a £5 a go, but what can you do? That can't beat a brew. Right guys, apologies for light level and noise level. Having to be quiet and keep this light rate down so it's just enough to see. I thought I'd get myself up about, what, half hour, 3/4 hour ago. To about 10 o'clock, it had just got dark. I'd had my dinner, just finished my brew. Had a chug on my e-cig, made myself cough. Within a few seconds of me coughing, there were a light in the middle of that field, spun, pointed straight at this tree line on edge at Moorland, and held there for, it felt like 5 minutes, but probably 5 seconds, but it was like, uh-oh. Luckily I'd not got none of my lighting gear on, otherwise I'd have get myself up and they'd have been down here, I reckon. Nah, I'm not sure if it were a walker just finishing the walk, walking back across and walking through, because there is a public footpath that runs through this moorland. It runs you out down through a gap in a wall, or it were that farmer with that truck that were on that lane, or some one of the lads, if they're night fishing on that fishing pond, that had just gone for a wander round, and because that's not too far from there either. But yeah, I proper thought I'd get myself up. It literally straight out where I were. Nah, they wouldn't have seen me. There's too many trees between me and it, and all this camo gear, no chance. But yeah, it made me worry for a bit. I say it's kept me quiet for a bit. I've just been stood here in dark. Nah, I'm turning round. I don't know why, because you're never going to see it pitch black. Where I said that farm were below me, where that windmill were, farmer's been right shouting down there about 15 minutes ago, proper shouting. So, well, I presume it's farmer. Nah, God knows what that's about, but it was loud. So yeah, I'm presuming he's about on prowl, so I'm going to get in my bag, I think, and get my head down, get out of the way. Oh, morning guys. I'm up finally. It's about 7 o'clock and I've had a rate lay-in. I've done rate well for me. I think I went to bed about, well, went to sleep about 12 o'clock last night. And it's just gone 7 now, so I've done rate well. 7 hour. Right, I best get my arse up. Right guys, I'm up. As you can see, kettle's boiling, so brew time. You can't beat a brew. Right, so it's 8 o'clock. Everything's packed away, bar basher. It's there. I'm going to go for a walk outside and see how well it stands out. Walk outside, walk other side of these trees, other side of the fence. See how well it stands out, or if it just blends in. So, as you can see, I'm just on fence line. Spin that round. You can't see it. I can just make straight line at top at tar part. Just there. Right guys, that's it. I'm packed up, ready to go. As always, leave no trace. Right, so that's little woodland we stopped in. Now for a long walk home. Well, just for laugh, I've decided to walk back this way. I think they'll remember me. I wonder if I'm on most wanted list in Winder. So anybody who don't know what I'm on about with that is, I'm currently on a posh golf course and they give me some right dirty stairs when I walk past. I did a stealth camp in one at Bunkers, part of Challenge Danny series. Danny challenged me to do a stealth camp on a golf course. So rather than just go boring and go inside at trees, one at fairways, I actually went in one at Bunkers. I wonder how many golf balls I get hit with crossing here. well, this path certainly got overgrown in about a month since I was last here. Got nettles that are over my head. I get absolutely destroyed going down here. I might, guys, I've made it onto the road. That was some proper jungle warfare stuff. It were well over my head in places, that. Right, I'm about at the end of this one, guys. We've been down this road before. Say when I walk back from golf course, if you really want to see what this road's like, watch that one. But, right, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Please give us that big thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. And hey, I'll see you on next one.